Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am really glad you're here. Today's date is Tuesday, June 27th, 2023. Let's talk a current event, okay? Yesterday, I saw a standalone news item that talked about little ones being rescued in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I didn't want to follow up with that officially until there was more ways to triangulate whether this was largely a true reporting. So today it had been picked up by another alt news site that I don't give total believability to, but they do get some things right. And sometimes only the dates are off. And and if you're an alt news person, you know who I'm talking about. And then I found a third way to triangulate the information. So let me show you on a Facebook post. I'm going to go to a share screen. As always, this information will be available to you if you'd like to click on the Facebook link in the video description box under my video. Okay, 1 second. All right, so here is the Dubai Brilliance. It's not intended for human cargo, but apparently that's what it's been used for most recently. The reporting I saw yesterday about this was in israelinewslive.org. Here's the link. I'm not going to go to it directly myself right now. And then here is the Real Raw News. Here's a screenshot in case the information gets changed or scrubbed. But I went to vesselfinder.com and looked up this crude oil tanker. That's what it's supposed to be carrying, is crude oil. Okay. And it was most recently found in port in San Francisco, anchored in San Francisco on June 12th. And today's the 27th, and apparently it's just been a couple days since some rescues were effected there. Hopefully they can backtrack some of its previous stops and do some more rescuing and thwarting of a really, really horrible trade. As you know, we have to speak carefully here, but we're going to ask about these little ones and this rescue. What I'd like to ask the universe, I think it's pretty obvious, since the cargo was emaciated and not well treated, the cargo was not being used for aesthetically pleasing purposes, for things that would be visually pleasing. I think that cargo was intended to be used to make product or possibly to harvest tissue. So anyway, let's ask. That tells me that there is production facilities still in that area of California that need to be found and shut down. And let's ask the universe if this rescue that we are being told about, so many operations, rescues and shutdowns and things like that, we don't get information about that. And it's because it's military in nature or it's leading to further rescues. I want to ask the cards, though, if the Alliance, the good guys, are going to be able to do some backtracking and further digging and get to the destination, shut down the destination most of those little ones were headed for. And if there's other insights or information about this situation the universe wants us to know. And then I'm not even going to wait for an afterword for this. I'm just going to tell you right now. Read that story. Think about those little ones in a windowless, stinky, smelly, horrifying environment. Don't you dare ever bitch and moan about how long this is taking, because we have little ones that still aren't safe. So suck it up, Buttercup. If it takes a while, it takes a while. Those little ones are worth it. Okay, I'm going to switch camera, take a few deep breaths, and we'll see what the universe has to tell us about if this is going to be able to be used as a springboard catalyst to do more rescues, shut down production facilities, things like that. And what else the universe wants us to know about this very important topic. Okay, so our question for the universe, the rescue that was affected recently from that tanker. Will the White Hats, the Alliance, be able to use this information to affect more rescues, shut down production facilities of product, and other insights and information the universe wants us to have? Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. Okay, so we were asking, would the White Hats, the Alliance, be able to use this information, this data, maybe triangulate production facilities, things like that, and put a stop to more than just these rescues that, thank goodness, have happened. Okay, and then we were asking for other insights and information as the universe deemed appropriate. Okay, so the our question here is about the is indicated by the Seven of Pentacles, which is telling us that this was a partial harvest. So there is more that they're going to be able to do to shut down some production facilities and keep more little ones safe. Yay. Okay. I say that because it's further clarified by the Four of Swords, which talks about sometimes some hidden information. And of course, yeah, since these are operations in process, that would make sense. But also just that right now it's going to be a short time before more happens. Now, in recent past, they completely shut down something. This was a total shutdown of a really nefarious business practice with the these rescues and finding that cargo and rescuing those little ones. And look in the present, we got a celebration card here with the 10 of Cups, which is about, look, there's kids dancing, it's celebration, there's going to be families united. And that's a fabulous, beautiful thing. Okay, let's look at the near future though. Near future, okay, they're going to be strategic. This is only a partial win, they're going to go for more. Okay, and we're being told that some of the little ones don't have families to go back to. They were either sold or sold into wherever they landed. They don't, or they were bred specifically for where they ended up. Okay, so let's hope that those little ones are fully land in a beautiful place, health-wise, recovery-wise, and find the love and cherishing that they deserve. But some families are definitely already being reunited and very, very happy. So now events are going to move fast. Okay, whenever you see this, it means some swiftly moving events. So yeah, this is only part of what they're planning to do, and it's going to go fast when it does. And yeah, so special ops type things, they don't dilly-dally. You know, they have an objective, they have a plan, they go in, they get the job done, and then they get out. And hopefully with rescues and justice in place. Let's get a few more cards for some information here. We got the 17th, 17th major arcana, the star showing up, and Hierophant. Major arcana showing up here. So kind of confirming what we see here, that more rescues are going to happen. There's some kids that don't, some of those little ones don't have a family to get back to, and maybe that's a good thing. And let's get a couple more and then see how these all play out as far as information goes from the universe. Okay, we've got the star and the Hierophant kind of side by side here. The Star's a very beautiful energy card. It's, of course, my nod to the Alliance with the 17th being the 17th major arcana, and it's got the, the celestial energy coming from, just kind of a reminder that, our alliance is more than on world. And thank goodness for that. Okay, so actually the Hierophant can be, well, the Hierophant is kind of like more traditional forms of faith, knowledge sharing, things like that. It's also a card of wisdom. So it looks, I'm getting here there's wise moves forward. There's going to be some adoptions and fostering happen, and it's all going to be done very, very carefully. And we have the Page of Pentacles, so we're coming to a time. The Page of Pentacles is a card of truth and discovery. So yeah, we're getting closer to time when some really important information about the topics you and I carefully discuss here is going to be put forward. Now, it's interesting that the Hierophant is kind of standing above the Five of Pentacles here, that it's on this side. So the Five of Pentacles usually talks about people that are willing to forgo a temporary pleasure, instant gratification for something they believe in or for a more long-term goal. And again, just not relying on traditional bureaucracies and structures and things like that for whatever they need or where they're going. And yeah, we're getting away from, believing that there's good government programs and things like that. And yeah, more people, as they do this wake up process and understand this information, they're going to be a lot more understanding of temporary hardships and temporary frustrations and foregoing that instant gratification when it is so important as the life and well-being of our little ones. Okay, let's recap. We were asking about the reporting that a number of little ones, dozens of little ones, have been rescued out of an oil tanker in the San Francisco Bay recently. By triangulating this report from one alt media site and another news site that's outside the US, and then looking at Vessel Finder to see where that particular tanker that's mentioned is stationed, it all seemed to jive well enough to it was worth asking the universe some insights and information about the situation, specifically about the operation that was interrupted by those rescues. Now, what we got was that there is more to be done. This was only a portion of an operation, or at least a rescue. So, well, yes, those rescues are celebrated. There's more to be had. Okay. And that there's some information about this that's not quite available to us because there's operations in process that are working on that. However, in the recent past card, we got the Ten of Swords, which is a completion card. So this particular outfit, this is the end of their reign of terror. And beautiful card telling us that there are some little ones that are going to be reunited with their families. There's going to be celebration and a lot of joy, even if they have to keep it quiet. I wish they didn't, because it seems to me some of these little ones would love to tell their story. And so I hope the day comes when they get that chance, because I know just what, even if you just don't think of life contracts, if you just think of personalities, there's some little kids that want to talk about something that they've been through. Or they just have that heart where, I'm going to tell about this so it doesn't happen to someone else. So I hope they get that chance, if that's what they freely want to do, that they don't get stifled. I don't want anybody to force, into sharing uncomfortable information. But if that's what where their heart is, I hope they get that opportunity. There are some children, I need to keep saying little ones, sorry. There are some little ones that won't have families to get back to for whatever reason. Okay. Now, the cleanup operation is ongoing. There will be more. They're going to be targeting not just rescues, but production facilities, because if there's no place to deliver certain cargo too. You got to interrupt the supply, and hopefully we can get a handle on this demand so it's no longer a thing. Okay, and it's yeah, they're gonna hit hard and fast when they do. Remember, we had some hidden information, but with just a reassurance that yeah, they're gonna have, this is going to lead to more. So good deal for that. Our 17th Major Arcana, my 17 card, the ultimate one showed up. And so did the Hierophants, just kind of telling us that, yeah, ongoing information, this is very much an alliance priority, and the safety of little ones, and that, you know, humans are precious, no matter what their age or size. And that they're going to be really wise about and strategic about what they do. And like I said, if since it's obvious now that there are still some in harm's way, no moaning about it. Quit your gritching. As I used to say in the classroom, called it gritching. Okay, and then there's some, it's worthwhile effort, definitely a worthwhile effort. So there is a priority for the White Hats. It is a priority for the Alliance to do the rescues. And in the meantime, kind of a nice little nod to the fact that people are going to be more understanding as there's more awareness that there are still a need to get little ones, certain people and vulnerable populations to safety. People are going to be a little more understanding about how long this war takes, this campaign, the various battles with it. I shouldn't say war, because I truly feel like the war's been won. I don't think there's anything that's going to stop the end result. But in the meantime, there's still some battles being fought and skirmishes going on, and still some rogue agents and tantruming deep staters, and you know, it gets a little complicated, I know that, but the resolve is there. And again, that worthwhile effort card showed up on the part of the Alliance, and just a reassurance that yeah, this is what it's all about, guys. It's all, we say it's all about the little ones, but it's, we got to understand we're little ones too. We're infants in the universal scheme of things as far as our development and path goes, and we've been kept from proceeding down it. So we matter too, but most of all our little ones do. So let's get them safe, and just understand that the human race is coming to a time when lots of wonderful things are going to be unlocked and available to us, whether it's technology or our potential, our health systems, our lifespans. We've got some fabulous things coming for us. And if they don't happen as fast as we want them, I'm not going to complain, and I'm not going to tolerate it from you guys either. Just so you know, okay? Because all I have to do is think about that smelly tanker. And I don't need fast. I need it done right, and I need it done in full. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. If you're a new subscriber, I welcome you and thank you. If you're one of the people who, for whatever reason, has to resubscribe, welcome back. I thank you for noticing that you got unsubscribed. I assure you it wasn't done by myself or my moderators. So we'll just say no more about that, shall we? And until next time, I send you love and light and all things bright.